Beginning. The Woman Made of Starfire. My name is Jackson Reed, a salvage operator who spent most of his life diving into wreckage floating between forgotten star systems. I wasn't special. I wasn't a soldier, a diplomat, or a scientist. I was just the guy they sent when a derelict ship appeared on long-range scanners. But that changed the day I boarded the Ilarian dreadnought, drifting silent in a radiation storm. According to the databanks, the Ilarian Empire was supposed to be extinct. Their worlds burnt, their systems silent, their once legendary people wiped out by a cosmic plague. But the readings on this ship didn't show plague signatures. They showed life. I found her in the central reactor chamber. A woman, but not a normal one. Her skin was translucent, glowing from within like molten glass. Star-like embers floated inside her, pulsing with every breath. Her hair drifted around her like strands of solar wind. She seemed sculpted from pure energy, yet shaped like a human. And she was chained, held by containment fields that flickered weakly. Her eyes snapped open the moment I stepped inside.
Bright, white,
radiant, she gasped. A human? Here? Her voice echoed like a chorus. I stepped closer. Don't worry. I'm here to help. No, she cried, jerking away as much as her restraints allowed. You must not. You'll die if you touch me. Her panic was real, her fear genuine. Anyone else might have backed away, but not me, because something about her, her terror, her loneliness, pulled at something deep inside. I smiled. Well, I said softly, let's hope I die beautifully then. She froze. And for the first time in what must have been centuries, she didn't look alone. The last Ilarian. Her name was Lasara, last surviving heir of the Ilarian Highbloods, beings who could manipulate stellar energy with a mere touch. We burned too brightly, she said as I freed her from one of the failing containment rings. Our own bodies produce immense heat and radiation. Only Ilarian cells can withstand their own kind. To anyone else, touching us is lethal. So the plague didn't kill you? No, she whispered. We killed ourselves. Her voice trembled. Our powers grew stronger with each generation. The young accidentally burned worlds. The old exploded like collapsing stars. My people fell, she swallowed hard. And I was sealed here to prevent my own death from destroying half the galaxy. The dreadnought had become her prison, a cage for a living star. I carefully adjusted her remaining restraints, stabilizing the deteriorating field. You're still alive, I said. That means something. It means danger, she replied quietly. The closer you stand to me, the more your cells decay. I checked my wrist scanner. Radiation levels were rising, but slowly. I've worked around worse, I lied. She glared softly. You humans are reckless. And you're stubborn. That made her laugh softly, like chimes made of light. It was the most beautiful sound I had ever heard. Middle, the ship that would not die. We needed to escape. The radiation storm was intensifying. The dreadnought's hull groaned around us as cosmic winds ripped at the metal. I worked on the nearest control terminal. You said this ship was fully automated, I said. Can we move it? We could, she answered, if the core wasn't dying. I turned to her. Your core or the ship's core? Both.
Great.
But I wasn't giving up. Tell me what we need. She hesitated, then stepped closer, slowly, cautiously. Close enough that my skin prickled with heat. The ship feeds on starlight, she said. Its core is connected to mine. If I release some of my energy, I can restart it. How much is some? A dangerous amount, she whispered. Enough to tear my body apart.
No.
She blinked. No. You're not sacrificing yourself. Not while I'm here. But if I don't, she said, Your ship won't survive the storm. You'll be trapped with me. I shrugged. Better than leaving you to die alone. Her glow softened. Nobody has ever said something like that to me. Well, I said, get used to it. Her eyes glistened, not with tears, but with tiny flares of energy. Jackson, you shouldn't care about me. Too late. The touch that should have killed me. To restart the core, Lasara had to place her hands on the reactor conduits. But the conduits were misaligned. Internal stabilizers fused from centuries of disuse. Someone needed to realign them manually. Someone mortal. Someone with hands that wouldn't vaporize the moment they touched alien technology.
Me.
But the corridor to the conduits had collapsed. Sharp debris jutted everywhere. Sparks rained down like dying stars. I'll go through, I said. Lasara's eyes widened.
No.
That room is flooded with radiation.
More than I emit.
You will die. Maybe, I said. But you'll die if I don't go. She grabbed my wrist gently, her touch searing, but bearable for a moment. Jackson, listen to me. No, I growled. I'm not letting you give up. Her grip loosened. Her voice became a whisper. You'll die if you touch me. I lifted her hand from my wrist and held it softly between mine. I'll take my chances. Her entire body trembled as if my touch shocked her soul. You shouldn't be able to do that, she whispered. Humans should disintegrate. Guess I'm built different. Her glow flickered, a sign of emotional overload. You touched me, she whispered, voice barely audible. A human touched me. And lived. Not just lived. Held her. I trust you, I said. For the first time in centuries, someone wasn't afraid of her. And for the first time in my life, I cared about someone more than myself. The core ritual. I forced my way through the collapsed corridor. Radiation burned my skin. My suit's alarm screamed constantly. The conduits were cracked, misaligned, sparking uncontrollably. The ship was minutes from imploding. I adjusted the first stabilizer, then the second, then the third. The floor shook violently. Lasara's voice echoed through the intercom. Jackson, the storm is breaching the hull. Just hold it together. I can't. The ship is collapsing. I gritted my teeth. One stabilizer left, but a fallen beam blocked access to it. I shoved against it. Couldn't move it. Then I heard her voice in my mind. Let me help you. A surge of heat behind me. She entered the corridor. Lasara, no. You'll destroy the ship. I don't care, she cried. I won't let you die. Her glow intensified. Debris evaporated around her. The beam blocking my path turned to vapor. I stumbled forward, reached the final stabilizer, and slammed it into alignment. The conduits are ready, I shouted. Lasara placed both hands on the energy node. The ship began to hum. Lights returned. The engines roared. But Lasara was weakening, her form flickering. She was giving too much. Stop, I shouted. Lasara, stop. I must finish, she cried through labored breaths. The ship needs more. Her body began to crack with radiant fissures. She was breaking apart.
Dying.
I ran to her. Let go. I yelled.
No.
You'll die if you touch me now. My energy is unstable. I didn't hesitate. I grabbed her glowing hands. The moment I touched her, pain shot through my body like fire. But I held on. Jackson, she screamed. You'll die. I don't care. I roared. I won't let you die alone. Her eyes widened with shock. Then something impossible happened. Her energy stabilized, merged with mine, flowed like warm light instead of burning heat. The reactor lit up with a brilliant flare. The ship was alive again. But so was she, because I refused to let go. Ending a new star is born. When I woke, I was in the ship's med bay. Lasara sat beside me, whole again, glowing with soft golden light. You survived, she whispered. My voice was rough. Barely. She smiled, tears of light floating from her eyes. You touched me, she said softly, and your body adapted. It should not be possible, but it is. What does that mean? It means you are no longer fully human, she said gently. My energy bonded with your cells. You can withstand my touch now. I lifted my hand. She placed hers against it.
Warm.
Radiant. Beautiful.
Not deadly.
Not anymore. You saved me, she whispered. I told you I would. Her glow deepened, a sign of profound emotion among her people.
There is more, she said.
The dreadnought is operational. And with your touch, I can fully control my abilities again. I am no longer a danger to the galaxy. I exhaled. So, what now? She leaned close, forehead touching mine. Now, she whispered. We begin again. A new star rose outside the viewport, its golden light reflecting in her luminous eyes. I warned you, she murmured. I warned you that touching me would kill you. And I told you, I said, smiling softly, that I'd take my chances. Her fingers intertwined with mine, two beings born from different stars, bound by an impossible connection neither science nor fate could explain. You didn't die, she whispered. No, I said. I lived. And now, she breathed, so do I. As the dreadnought ascended from the radiation storm, reborn, powered, and guided by two unlikely souls, one truth burned brighter than any star. Humanity's strength wasn't power or weapons or dominance. It was the simple, reckless, fearless choice to reach out a hand, even when it might kill you.